What's going on, guys? So today I have a little story time for you. I had an adventure today on my day off. And so I ended up coming home with this. And I'll explain exactly what this is as the story goes on. But you can stare at it in confusion for a while until I get there. So what ended up happening was I was on Facebook and I was looking up some like local things going on, events and whatnot. And I'm still part of the like a neighborhood page from my old place where I used to live. And I saw they're having an estate sale. I thought, oh, cool, all right. And then like going through the pictures on the sale, I saw that they had some coins. They had actually a bunch of coins. They had a bunch of piece dollars and half dollar. I think they're Benji's half dollars, Benjamin Franklin's. They had quarters, all like 90% silver. They had some different coin sets. The coin sets I wasn't so interested in, but the 90% silver I was interested in. And then, you know, generally speaking, when I see that stuff for sale, I'm not like super excited about it because the prices are always, you know, pretty high, to be honest. Especially if you don't have a lot. Some people think it's worth more than it is and it's just overpriced. In this particular situation, it was way underpriced. At first I thought like that can't be real. And then I realized, well, it is an estate sale. They're selling literally hundreds and hundreds of different things. They're blowing out everything in this house. So one of two things is possible here. Number one, they know how much it's worth, but they don't care because everything's supposed to be sold ASAP and it's priced very low purposely to get rid of it. Right? Someone passes away in some cases and they just say, that's it, just sell everything. Sell everything, get the property empty, sell the home, and move on. That's what happens a lot of times with people's families. So the other train of thought was they don't know what they have and that's why it's so cheap. Essentially, their prices on there, they were like half of spot. You know what I mean? Like it was ridiculously good. They had a picture, and this, again, I'm like kind of zooming in on pictures and looking at things sideways, but they had piece dollars, and they were 2 to a bag. So they had these little Ziploc bags, 2 piece dollars together for $25. And they had like, I don't know, 7 or 8 bags like that. That's unheard of. You could find coal piece dollar, like coal, I'm meaning like total crap, like just, you know, scratched up and dented and you know, all messed up looking. Those sell for $25 to $30 all day long by themselves. Sometimes $40. Just depends on where you're going. Right now, with the price of silver, probably closer to $35, $40, you know, for like the worst one you can find. And then obviously they go in higher in value when the quality gets better. So to have 2 of them for $25 is unheard of, right? It seems like a scam. That's how good the price was. Besides that, like I said, a bunch of other stuff, and they had this little pile of silver quarters, all 1964, decent condition, right? But they didn't have a price on the quarters. So anyway, long story short, I see, okay, it's an estate sale. I look at the date. It's at 8:30 in the morning, and it was on a Friday, which is today, Friday. Today happened to be my only day off for like a long stint. Like I have like a 5 or 6 day run, and then I have 1 day off today, and then I have another like 7, 8, 9 days or something like that where I have to work straight. So I'm thinking to myself, do I want to get up early at like 5 in the morning, you know, to go all the way down to this estate sale? No, the answer was no, I didn't want to. You know, it's my only day to actually sleep in. I'm up early every day. And, you know, to be able to just catch, like my alarm going off and then go back to sleep for like an hour is like gold. When that alarm goes off, I want nothing more in the world than to just go back to bed. But I can't. I have to get up and go to work like everyone else, right? So I'm thinking, no, screw that. I'm just going to, you know, I'm forget it. I couldn't forget it. It was one of those random things where, you know, it was like Wednesday, I'm not going to go. Thursday or whatever. And then Thursday night, I'm like, you know what? I have to go. I have to go check this out. These prices are too good to be true. So, okay, fine. I decide to go. Wake up early, get dressed, you know, the whole thing, take my shower, and I'm out the door. I figured while I'm down in this area, there's a couple other things I want to do. There's a couple of bank accounts, because I have a buttload of bank accounts. I've talked about that before, mostly for coin hunting, and because coin hunting's on pause for me, I went and closed a couple of these accounts. I figured, well, if I'm going to drive all the way down there, let me do a couple different things, make the gas money worth it, you know, multitask. So I get down there, and I have to go back into my old community. It's inside the old community I lived in, Hemlock Farms. And so getting in the gate was a little bit tricky. I tried to figure that a couple different ways. Not that that detail matters much, but I was able to get in the community. And now I'm an hour early. It's 7:30, right? So at 7:30, I figured let me pass the house so I know where it is, because I kind of had an idea of the address, but I wanted to see a house. Then I was going to go visit my old house to see what that's looking like, and then maybe go to a bank and then come back for the sale. Well, I'm glad I didn't. I went to go look at the house an hour early, and there was already a massive line of cars on the street. I mean, like 10, 15 cars. An hour before the sale's supposed to start. I'm like, oh crap, maybe they start early. So I parked in the line of cars. I ran up to the house, the driveway. It's like a stone driveway. And there's like 10 or 15 people standing in, waiting around. So the person doing the estate sale, isn't allowing people to start yet. So now I'm there an hour early. It's like I'm getting ready for like a concert or something, or some kind of show where all these people are waiting to get in. So I'm standing around, and by the way, it's freezing because the mornings are super cold now. It's like low 50s, and I'm just in a t-shirt and shorts, not prepared. I thought I'd, get out, go into a house, look around, maybe find the coins, buy them, and leave. Not what I thought at all. So I'm standing in line, kind of, in this group, and as I'm standing, there's more and more people coming. There must have been like 50 people that showed up to the sale before it actually opened. And I'm talking to these people, and they're just kind of talking politics, latest what's going on in the world. And the woman next to me started talking to me personally. I was asking her, like, hey, is there anything specific you're looking for? And she said, oh, yeah. He said, a lot of us here are resellers, right? So she likes the Christmas stuff. She buys the Christmas stuff up and sells it online. And she's kind of talking about some of the people there. So I had no idea that this is like a regular thing. And some of you guys might know this, but I'm just oblivious to this whole thing. I thought just random people show up and see what's there. But no, there's definitely a group of people who all know each other, who all go to every single estate sale because they buy up crap and they resell it. That's what they do to make money, right? It's their businesses. Some of them might have retail stores. Maybe they have a thrift shop that they resell the stuff. Maybe they just sell it online. Who knows? But everyone kind of knows each other, right? So I told her, I'm like, well, I'm just looking for these coins I saw. And she's like, oh, okay, well, the guy in the front, of course, he's the first person standing right there by where the gate is. She's like, he's into coins. He always buys the coins when he comes to these things. Great. The guy with the hat, she said. So I'm like, okay, well, that kind of sucks because that dude is way in front of me and he's going to be the first person in and he's going to go to those coins and just buy up all the coins in 2 seconds. He's just going to grab them all. So now, we got I don't know, 20 minutes till they open up, and I'm getting nervous now. And if I'm talking to people, it's funny because I'm trying to as I'm talking, I'm kind of inching my way up a little closer because it's just a gravel driveway and standing around. So I'm maybe 6 or 7 people deep. 8:30 rolls around. Okay, come on in. And when she said, all right, come on, I don't know, it was a realtor or whatever. Come on in. And not a realtor, the person, whoever establishes and runs these estate sales. So she said, all right, let's go. And I thought, because everyone was being real cordial with each other and talking nice. When she said go, that went out the window and everyone started friggin' rushing and bumping each other and pushing and shoving. I'm like, Jesus, these people are ruthless. So I'm bumping and pushing myself, against all these people. And we go up the driveway and there's a deck, right? So there's 4 or 5 steps to the deck. Then to the left of the deck is a screened-in porch, and then you go past the deck, and then there's sliding doors to get in the house. So once we get to the deck, it's a single file now because it's not as wide, and it says, line starts here. Now there's only supposed to be 10 people in the house at a time for safety reasons, right? So as I'm walking up the deck, I see that there's tables set up in the porch, and so there's a guy standing there in front of the porch who's part of, I guess, whoever's running this, or maybe homeowner, who knows. But I said, oh, what's in the porch? And he said, oh, jewelry and coins. Coins. Okay, cool. I'm there. So he said, I'm sorry, there's only 3 people at a time. He turns around and looks in there. There's the guy with the hat, of course, and then some woman. So he said, oh, okay, you're the 3rd person. You go in. I rushed in there. I go right to the guy with the hat, and guess what? He's in there 10, 20 seconds. I'm not exaggerating. 10 or 20 seconds before me, he's got all the coins in a pile. He went right there. So all these coins are in smaller Ziploc bags. So he's got what looks to be everything. Damn it. That's all I could, I screamed that in my head. Damn it. I came all the way down here. I waited an hour for this thing. I froze my, took us off. And for nothing. So I told the guy right off the bat, I'm like, damn, you're good. And he turned, he kind of laughed a little bit. He said, oh, you're into coins? I said, yeah, I'm not a reseller. I just kind of a stacker collector. And I'm like, well, what do you stack? He's like, well, I buy everything. He's like, I buy everything coins, and I just resell them. And it's funny because later on, as I'm talking, he was looking at some of there's like the regular sets, the quarter sets that are non-silver, because he's looking for just silver, not literally everything. There's some junky type coin stuff there. And he's asking the girl, the woman who was standing there running the whole thing, like, oh, is that silver? Is that silver? So I'm not sure how much he even really knew about it, other than he just knows to buy silver coins and sell them. But long story short, which too late for that, I'm looking on the table. It's a bunch of random jewelry, earrings and stuff. I'm like not interested in any of it. I'm scanning around and I see this. This is sitting there where the coins were. So it's facing kind of sideways. So I can kind of see the top, but not really. So this says Polydent tablets. So, but it's like an older tube. Obviously, it's a vintage tube. So I'm kind of looking at it. I see there's writing on top. So when I grab it and I see the writing, you'll see what I saw. Boom, $96, right? So I didn't even see this in the middle yet. $96, $3 each. And when I lifted it up, I knew immediately that there were coins in here. I got super excited. I ripped open the top real quick, went to pour it out. All silver quarters. In fact, I think they're all literally 64. All right, so obviously you could tell by the rims, right? We talked about this in previous videos. So then I put them right back in. I put the top back on. I look at it again. I turn it upside down. I see it that 1964 is actually scratched into the top here. But then I start doing math. So 96 bucks, $3 each. Okay, I took them out. There should be 32 of them in there, I took them out, just kind of quickly spread them into fours to see. It was $8 for the quarters. $3 each. So if you don't know, at the current silver prices, actually, let me show you this. If you don't know, Coinflation is a fantastic app that gives you a breakdown on melt values on different coins. So hang on a second, let me get this on my phone so we can do a breakdown. Coinflation, they have the phone app. Go to silver coins, pick the coin you want. In this case, we have Washington quarters. All right, so one Washington quarter is $5.39 in silver melt, right? Silver price, $29.81 as of the filming of this video. So just the silver value alone is $5.39 each. $3 each is a ridiculous steal right now, but you also get a premium. Now the premium on 90% silver or junk silver as they say, because it used to be junk, now it's gold, right? Now everyone wants this stuff. But sorry, I'm a little congested while I'm talking here. I'm just noticing that now, so my voice sounds a little off, or if I'm sniffling, that's what's going on. The 90% junk right now, quarters, halves, dimes, they're generally selling between like $24, $25 face, which means every 4 quarters, in this case $1 worth of that change. It could be any combination, it could be 2 halves, 5 dimes and 2 quarter, whatever. About $24, $25 face. All right, so $8, let's do some quick math. Grab your calculator. All right, hang on. So $8 in quarters, right, times, let's say 23, get a good deal. 23 times face is $184. Not 96, which is what I paid for this. All right, if you want the actual melt value, let's go back here. All right, coinflation. Let's go back to our quarters, our Washington quarters. All right, we have 32 of them. So that's $172.51 in silver melt value. So it's a screaming deal. I'd say right now, if you go, most coin shops could be about $5 a quarter for silver quarters. $3 each was a deal. I got it for less than spot. So yeah, it was really exciting for me. I thought that was very cool. But I didn't hit the jackpot. I didn't hit the jackpot like the guy with the hat, which kind of bums me out. But then I also thought, driving home, I was thinking about, this is what this guy does for a living. I'm just a hobbyist, small-time stacker. So I get excited about this kind of stuff, but this guy might have to pay the bills with reselling. You know what I mean? So it's more important to him than it is to me. But man, I was literally, I want to say a couple seconds away from hitting the jackpot, because I would have got, like I said, all the half dollars and the dozen or so piece dollars for, God, $12.50 each. That's ridiculous. That would have been so cool. And not to mention, there could have been like some key dates that are worth more. You never know. But yeah, that was my my silver find. So it was exciting and disappointing at the same time. I'm still totally stoked that I was able to get some of this, especially at, you know, the cheap price that I did. But I'll tell you, this turned me off. I don't think I'm going to go to estate sales anymore because there's just so much pressure. Everyone there, it's not like you go to a garage sale and people don't really know what they're looking at and you find something really cool at a good price. No, everyone there knows what everything is worth. You know what I mean? They're there and they're just like scavengers, just boom, 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 pick, 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 and the place is empty. You know, and then they bring it all back and they, like I said, sort through it and sell it at their stores or online or whatever they do. And this is what these people do for a living. So it's too much competition. I just know that if I did this again, I'd probably be disappointed because there'd be many more people that are like the guy with a hat. And they'd be just bing, bam, boom, they're in there, they got it before you even know what's going on. It takes 2 seconds, that's it. First come, first serve, and that's it. And they're there an hour, 2 hours early. That's crazy to me, you know. So as tempting as it is to go try this again and get the jackpot, I don't think I'm going to. Mostly because I just don't have the time. These people, they get up early every day. They do this all across the area. Who knows, maybe they probably travel, some of them, you know, different states, and they try to find these deals. So like I said, there's just way too much competition to make it likely to have this happen again. The only reason I even got anything is because this was in a tube and it was less noticeable. If he had a couple more seconds to look around, he probably would have saw it and snagged it too. But I don't know, a little stroke of luck. So at the end of the day, I'm very happy. Fortunate I was able to get a good deal on it, but still, I can't help it but feel bummed out I didn't get the jackpot, the big pile, you know, where the guy probably got $1,500 worth of silver for $300, you know. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed my my little story, my emotional roller coaster at the estate sale. But that's all. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Let me know if you're still stacking. I wasn't actively stacking. I took a chance today, and it worked out okay, I guess. I did do, like I said, multiple things, so the ride was worth it. The gas spent was worth it. And that's it. Now I'm back home. I got some work to do, and it's back to the grind. Trying to make that bill money. So that's it. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video.